All right, so this is take two because take one wanted to give me a little bit of issue. So I'm going to share the message anyway, okay? And so the message that Spirit wants me to share with you is maybe you don't have to be careful. It's so funny. I even did a whole tarot reading and everything. Like, I got all the cards. And when it comes to channel messages with me, once it flows through, that's it. That is it. All right? That's how it goes. So, but what I can do is do my best to streamline it for you. Okay? Spirit is saying maybe you don't have to be careful. And that is giving me the impression of trusting your spontaneity more, trusting your impulses more will be very helpful for you. Okay? Because that fire in your heart, your intuition is coming to you in the form of like random thoughts and feelings and words and this, that, and the other. And it's not necessarily random things. It's more of your higher self, your God self, your total you, broader part of you is trying to communicate with you because it knows exactly what it is that you're wanting, why it is that you're wanting it, and it knows the easiest way to get there with the least amount of resistance because you don't need to struggle unnecessarily for the things that you're wanting, okay? And you don't need to walk on eggshells around other people just because they're fickle and they don't know how to emotionally regulate themselves. That's not on you. Your job is to make sure to emotionally regulate yourself. Okay? That's your responsibility. And so, no, maybe you don't have to be careful because I know this is for my people that are very thoughtful, very considerate, very like wanting to make sure that their words are all right, that their words are pleasing, that their actions are creating harmony for everyone around them. You know, they understand the concept of sacrifice, they understand the concept of compromise and things of that nature, and so on and so forth. But Spirit is telling me do a little bit more leaping before you look, you know, trust those impulses that we might feel a little bit confused as to like why, but do them anyway because they might be leading you to something actually really really wonderful. The tarot reading also ended up showing me that like you're holding yourself back a little bit and not fully recognizing all of the talents and the gifts that you have, and that it's all right to do so because you're not at the same place as you were 10 years ago. Okay, you're at a much different place now, and in many aspects it's a much better place now, so you can recognize that about yourself. Okay, and what will also be helpful in the reading is that to deliberately remember times and memories and situations where you handled something very well. Okay? You handled it very well. And once you're able to remember those things, your nervous system ends up getting you back to that place of like knowing that you handled that very well, knowing that whatever ends up coming after, you will also be able to handle that very well. I ended up seeing 323 on the timer. So that was part of the reading of what I was channeling, if I'm remembering correctly, which I'm sure I am. Yes, I remember. It was also the message. It's safe for you to move a little bit faster. Okay? Trusting that passion, trusting that fire in your heart, trusting the excitement that you have when it comes to certain things, especially if you so happen to have been seeing something that you've been wanting to do and the thought of it really gets you excited. Make time for that and go forward in that way and trusting wherever it is that you end up landing when it comes to that type of thing that you're feeling excited about, because it might lead you up to a certain point and then you have more options in front of you to go wherever it is that you're wanting to go. And it's all right. I remember this as well. It's all right to want both harmony and more excitement in your life. Okay? There can be harmonious excitement. Okay? There can be exciting harmony. You can have the two things together. You don't have to make it an either or. All right? You really, really don't. Okay? You can have a yes and. Okay? Yes to the harmony and to the excitement. You can have that, and that's what Spirit is wanting me to share with you of being like, You don't have to be so careful. You can leap a little bit, you know. You got strong legs for it, so you can take bigger steps, and you can take bigger stakes. That's what I wanted to end up saying. So like you can have bigger stakes in the type of situation. All right, because you're gonna be all right anyway, because your higher self has you. You know, it's leading you, so let it lead you. All right, it's already at the top of the mountain. It knows exactly what path that it needs for you to take in order to have the most fun and the least resistance, the least struggle. So let that do for you. All right, and I can tell that there's some of y'all are gonna have some resistance to that. It's a practice, because I felt my bottom leg like trying to like ache and twitch and stuff like that. So I know there's a little bit of resistance of the direction that we're going and the standards that we're having, and that's okay. That's something that you need to reevaluate, though. You know, it's all right to not have to work so hard. 606 on the timer. It's all right to have a little bit more fun with this, be a little bit more easy with this, okay? Because the purpose of life is joy, and joy is your purpose. To find something it is that you find to light a fire in your heart, okay, that makes you feel excited about yourself as a capable individual, with and about life around you, okay, and that will help you to enjoy it a little bit more. All right, so yes, that is the message that I ended up receiving overall. Streamlined it to the best of my ability, because I know I can be chatty, and that's okay. So I am gonna go, but before I go, I'm gonna let you know that you are free. The only limitations you've created are the ones that you've agreed to. The only limitations that are real are the ones that you agreed to. You are more powerful than what you give yourself credit for. You do create your reality through your thoughts, beliefs, assumptions, and expectations. And you can change those too. The more you start expecting a good day, the more viable it is that you're going to have a good day, because you're going to receive all of the components that you know would have you judge the day to be good. Right? Right. Okay. You are the essence of love. The universe is active, positive, and has the basis of love in every iota of it. Otherwise, it wouldn't expand and create the way it does. And so you are an expression of that love. You are an extension of that love. And you are love. Okay? All of your imperfections, as well as all of the imperfections of every being everywhere, are already redeemed in the greater scheme of the universe in which we have our being. It is good and safe for you to grow, develop, and use your abilities. Okay, in doing so, you are expressing the energy of the universe itself, and you are enhancing all of creation and allowing creation to enhance all of you. And by nature, you are good and deserving. You are an excellent creature, and you are a valuable part of the universe in which we all have our being. All right? All right. All right. Ciao for now.